The first thing one sees on arriving for Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman at the Wells Theatre is a skeletal house that fills the stage. There are floors, but no walls, just bare girders framing rooms. The bedrooms and kitchen are frugally furnished. It's not a house in which anyone will find comfort for long. It's the house from which Willy Loman travels to his New England territory with his salesman's case full of samples and his dogged, misguided pursuit of the American dream. It's the house in which his wife Linda nurtures his dream and her own dream that her family will care for one another as she cares for them. That's not going to happen either. It's the house where their sons Happy and Biff grew up. Happy to work unhappily in an office, and Biff to roam the West in search of something he can't name. Their father, Willie, can't see them for who they are, but he can't see himself either. There are no mirrors in this house, actual or metaphorical. As Willy Loman, Tracy Griswold gives a riveting performance, blurting out opinion as fact and shouting down anyone who doesn't agree, pounding the kitchen table to emphasize every statement. He's getting older and falling apart, but fighting at every step of the way. Linda, the long-suffering wife who truly loves him, who believes in him and his dream no matter how misguided, is beautifully portrayed by Julie Fishel. Her matter-of-fact delivery gives special poignancy to her plea that attention must be paid. Jeff Barry plays Biff, the jock son indulged by Willie. When his faith in his father is shattered, Biff manages to sabotage his own dreams. Barry suggests Biff's youthful exuberance while giving full measure to his adult hopelessness. Jed Orlman is Biff's brother Happy, who has a job and his own apartment and all the women he wants, and doesn't understand why he's lonely. The rest of the cast is just as good. Bus Howard is the neighbor whose eventual success will keep Willie afloat. He gets to make the classic description of Willie as a born salesman, way out there in the blue, riding on a smile and a shoe shine. Frances Mitchell is the not-so-young herself, Boston secretary, who assuages Willie's loneliness on the road. Michael R. Schaefer is Willie's overbearing brother Ben, who got rich by taking risks. And David Meadows is Willie's uncaring boss, who takes his last hope and dignity away. Death of a Salesman won both the Tony and Pulitzer Prizes in 1949. In this production, ably directed by Chris Hanna, the timing has been moved forward a few years to the early 1960s, which perhaps made the well-thought-out costumes easier to put together, but creating some problems. The dollar amounts in the script are all wrong. Willie complains, for instance, that their Hastings refrigerator is unreliable. But it's a Westinghouse. A period Westinghouse, but still. Linda assures Willie that Biff is wearing his blue suit to a crucial interview, but it's gray. These are small details, but they're distracting. Not, however, as distracting as the telephone that erupted with a loud message repeated several times, absolutely destroying the emotional climax of the play. One gentleman murmured under his breath, "If you give me that thing, I'll be glad to stump it for you." The actors kept their cool and carried on steadfastly, but the curtain call was remarkably brief, as if they just wanted to go off stage and scream. Homicide would have been justifiable. From the other side of the Footlights, I'm M.D. Ridge.